All right, guys. So the U.S. women's soccer team upset a lot of people yesterday. Okay, and I was gonna do a video about this when it first happened, but I decided to just sleep on this one. Okay, I just wanted to sleep on this, just to kind of develop my feelings about it and to give you guys a more nuanced and better take in regards to what I think is actually going on. But allegedly, the U.S. women's soccer team, they turned away from the flag as a 98-year-old World War II veteran played the national anthem on his harmonica. It was truly a beautiful rendition. It really was. I mean, it gave me goosebumps. Some people even saying that they turned their back on the World War II veteran, right? They were turning their backs on him. Okay, that's what they were saying. Again, a lot of people were outraged about this, okay, because it's just the continuation of what we're saying from athletes that continuously go out of their way to disrespect this country. And, you know, the U.S. women's soccer team, they have, you know, some of the players, they have a history of doing this, right? They have a history of wearing Black Lives Matter shirts, protesting, kneeling, things of that nature, things that are disrespectful. So, you know, when situations like this happen, people are going to automatically think that you're trying to make some type of statement, right? Anything that you do, people are going to be looking at it and judging harshly based off history. And it's really a shame that we're at this point, right? That we even have to question whether or not somebody's trying to disrespect the national anthem, because we've had so many athletes in the past go out of their way to do it, right? And again, this is especially significant after the whole Gwen Berry thing, okay? So I would not be surprised if you was to see more athletes follow up after that, because essentially it's an easy way to get attention and to get money, right? To get sponsorships, okay, and to get interviews and to have your name out there when you are an irrelevant athlete, okay? But in this situation, let's actually take a deeper look as to what may be going on. Because if you actually watch the video, I'm not so sure if they're actually trying to protest or disrespect the flag. But let's actually watch the video and go from there.
World War II veteran Pete DuPré.
What a champ. All right, guys, so as you can see here, in the background, there may be people who are turned away, right? Who are kind of turning, it looks like, towards the right here, okay? So you can see people are turning, they're looking a certain direction, and you have some people that are looking forward, and you have some people that are looking another direction. And you can see that in the crowd, right? So just keep that in mind. Now, if you look here, this is where they're saying that, okay, this is where the disrespect comes in. Like, she's turning her back on the veteran and the flag. However, again, it looks like that, like the crowd here, she was turned towards the right. That's what it looks like, which means that she probably was turned towards the flag. You have other players who are doing that as well. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I'm just getting goosebumps listening to this, bro. I don't know why people disrespect this song so much. It's so great, man. Honestly, I might cry on camera. This is amazing. So as you can see here, guys, I mean, they're turned towards the right. As the crowd behind him, they will also turn towards the right. Some people in the crowd. So that to me tells me that that's the direction that the flag was in. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can see in the back, the crowd, look at that person right there. Turn towards the right, just like the U.S. team was. Oh my God, bro. I just get goosebumps every single time. Okay, so, guys, I mean, listen. Carly Lloyd, I mean, she even came out and said that they was turned because they faced the flag, okay? I mean, guys, listen. As much as it's easy to get up here and be outraged about this type of stuff, I don't think this one is it, bro. Like, I don't think that this one is it, okay? Even though, again, they do have a history of, you know, trying to be disrespectful and protesting the flag and protesting the anthem and all that stuff. Like, you know, it's in situations, I think people got to be careful not to just get on the outrage train without actually thoroughly looking into the situation and really understanding what's going on before you decide to get outraged. Okay. And like I said, I get it. You know, with athletes doing this stuff all the time is now the trendy thing to do. I understand why people will automatically jump to conclusions. But in my opinion, guys, I just don't think this one is it. A lot of those players, they had their hands on their hearts. They weren't kneeling. Okay, they weren't doing things that were obvious. They was just, it seemed to face in the same direction that some people in the crowd were facing, which seems to be the direction of the flag. And that's just what it was. And, you know, some people are trying to say, well, they turned their back on the veteran. Well, I also saw a video in which there was a big screen in that direction in which the veteran was playing a harmonica on, which people in the crowd also turned towards the big screen to see the veteran. Okay, so they were all turning the same direction. And there were also some that were just facing forward. Okay. And it looks like they, you know, they weren't necessarily facing the flag, but they were just facing forward with their hands behind their backs, you know, whatever, right? And listen, I mean, people in the crowd were facing forward too, right? So the people in the crowd facing forward, some was turned toward the flag. Like, people were just kind of, you know, doing it in their own way. I don't see anything here that was obviously somebody trying to be disrespectful or trying to make some type of statement. That I'm just not seeing it. You know, I just think that in this situation, this one ain't it, right? It's the same thing with the Ma'Khia Bryant thing, right? Where the left got outraged about a police officer saving another girl's life, right? Saving her from getting stabbed. The right does not jump the gun and get outraged and do the same thing that the left does without thoroughly understanding and looking into the situation as to why they may be turned that way. So they're saying they weren't protesting, and they was turned towards the flag. And, you know, if they were protesting, I think they would have made it clear that they were doing that. They have no reason not to say they weren't doing it. So, you know, hey, I could still be wrong, but I just think that this one's not it. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.